Welcome everybody, welcome to Max and Tanya Patreon. My name is Max Solorzano and today we're going to be going over 3 fundamental steps. We're going to be going over the basic in different directions such as the diagonal, back break, and the back break with the turn. Without further ado, here we go with the steps. So right here on my left side, I'm going to point towards my diagonal left. Imagine that you are in a box, so you're going to be facing towards your diagonal left. And we're going to be doing our basic step. So with my left step towards the front, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Remember to keep adding your shoulder movement by transitioning your weight, okay? So let's do it again. Basic, diagonal, left, 3, and 5, 6 complete, and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to do one more basic and then transition towards my right side. So how do we properly transition from the left basic diagonal to the right basic diagonal? Like this. We're going to make sure that at our number 7 we transition. So we do our basic 1, 2, and 3, and at number 5, 6, 7, here's our important moment. You're going to start turning and rotating at the number 6. So make sure that your number 5 goes back. 5, the number 6 with your leg, start facing towards your right corner, and the number 7 is going to help you to twist. Okay, so that left is helping me twist with the ball of my foot, okay, to do this and make sure that I'm facing to my right corner to properly do my basic. And 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Now, this is how we do it. This is how it's supposed to look when you're facing towards the front, okay? So, basic and 1, 2, and 3, diagonal, basic, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, we switch to the other side, 5, 6, and rotate, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, switch to your left diagonal. Same process, and at the number 7, pop, with my left I'm going to rotate. So check how my right went back. 5, the number 6 stay in the same spot, but at the number 7 I'm rotating, making sure that I'm facing toward my left corner to continue my basic. And 1, 2, and 3, E5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, and 3, basic, 5, 6, and 7, transition 2 and 3, and 5, 6, 7. The transition is all about the knees and the ball of your feet. You're going to make sure that you keep your knees nice and relaxed and the ball of your feet right there. Okay, this is the position that you have to do while you're switching to different directions. Okay. Nice. Now we're going to be going over our second step for this video, which is the back break. Okay, in this step, the step is called Venezolano. We like to call it like that because in my country, from where I come from, Venezuela, that's how we normal step. Okay, this is how we normally dance. So as you can tell, with this step, I'm crossing my legs towards the opposite corner of my body. Okay, so I'm just crossing back. What is the explanation of the step? So, if I'm coming from a basic step, I'm doing this. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. I make sure that my left leg, this is my left, crosses to the right corner, back right corner. So I do rock step. 1, 2, and 3. I make sure that I come back to my center. Always come back to your center because you're the center of your world. So your right crosses the opposite way to the left. 5, 6, and 7. And now realize that my torso stays facing towards the front when it needs to face towards the front. When I cross back, I switch 2 and 3 and I twist 5, 6, and 7. I do not stay 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7. In this specific step, make sure to not detach your torso from your hips. They're gonna go together. So one more time, we're gonna go with the left and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, transition to the basic, 5, 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7, and then 1, 2, now facing to the camera, facing to you guys, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6 transition, back, break, 5, 6, 7, step to the corner, step to the corner, always to the opposite corner, basic step, E, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Now, quickly, we're going to transition from the venezolano with turn, back break with turn, like this, 6, 7, 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. We do 1, 2, and 3. We make sure that we step hip width apart, and then number 5, 6, 7, you're going to make sure you turn. But now, we don't want Michael Jackson's, not yet. Right now, we need to make sure that we understand that the march has the power. You need to march in order to complete this turn. Now, I'm not expecting you to make a full 360 turn in just 3 steps, and this is how you're supposed to do it. You do 1, 2, and 3. Your 5, 6, 7, you have to make sure that you step it back. But that left, it needs to rotate because, as you can tell, it's perpendicular, and you have to make sure that your left leg goes 6, and at that number 7, you have to make sure that your right rotates. How? As you can tell, my right is facing towards this direction. I have to make sure I completely turn, like it's a 75% of the turn. How do I finish my turn if I'm just marching? You have to make sure that your left goes towards the front. 1, 2, and 3. Now, like I said in the very first diagonal with the rotations, you have to make sure that every time you rotate, you are in the ball of your feet. So, we go back again. 1, 2, and 3. My number 5 stays perpendicular. The number 6 step like this, but the number 7 is going to help me to turn. Okay? For the number 1, keep rotating. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Now I'm going to explain it facing to you guys like we are in class. So my left crosses towards the back, and 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6 for the turn. 1, 2, and 3. My right goes back. I cross. 5. The number 6 step facing towards where my torso is going. The number 7, I have to make sure that I rotate with my base left. The right is stepping. 7. To make sure I do my basic. 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, and 7. Okay? With that explanation, now we're going to go ahead and do music. Now, with the music, we're going to be facing, but first, imagine that you are, we're in class, okay? You're behind me, you're looking at my steps. Basic step, 6, 7, 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7. We will go over all the steps. Diagonal to the corner, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We rotate towards our right. 8, 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, basic step, facing towards the front, 8, front, and back, E, 1, 2, and 3, now we're gonna go to our back break, venezolano, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, basic step, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7, now, back break with the turn, E, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, get ready for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, now facing you guys. 8, 1, 2, and 3. And diagonal to the corner left. 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Rotate, diagonal right. E, 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic in front. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, and 3. 5, 6, 7. Venezolano back break. E, 1, 2, 3. Remember, rotate and twist. You're swinging. Swing from side to side. Basic step. E, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're gonna go back break with a turn. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Turn. 1, 2, 3. March, march, march. 1, 2, and 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, stop. E. Nice. Now for this next part of the video, we're going to just go through the steps. Now, if you want more detailed explanation of the steps, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com, Max and Tanya, and you will be able to find this video with more in detail explanation of the steps that we went over today. Así que vamos con la música. See you guys on Patreon. Okay, here we go. You ready? Basic go. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Diagonal basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10. Diagonal right. Corner right. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Venezolano. Back. E. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3. With the turn. E. And now face you, guys. 1, 2, 3, 5. Here we go. Diagonal to the left corner. E. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Corner right. Switch. E. 1, 2, and 3. Remember to rotate. Basic. E. Rotate with your knees bent. Rotate with the ball of your foot. E. Feet. Venezolano back break. 1, 5. 1. E. 5. With the turn. E. March, march, march. Basic. And 5, 6, and 1, 2, stop. 5, 6, and pow. And just like that, we are done with our 3 fundamental steps for the video of today. Remember, we went over the diagonals, back break, and back break with the turn. So if you want more explanation in detail, do not forget to stop by our Patreon, Max and Tanya. You will be able to find more videos, more information of these classes over there. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Max Solorzano 1, Tanya, Yvonne, Proyección Latina. Here we are for you guys, and see you on the next video. Wow.